নমস্কার, দেখছেন এবিপি আনন্দ। আপনাদের সঙ্গে আমি শুভ্রজিৎ। শুরু করছি এই বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান লকডাউনে ক্লাসরুম। And students, you know that today our subject is mathematics and the topic we are going to discuss on is an equation. Before we start our class, let me introduce Mrs. Topati Roy, council appointed teacher of James Academia International School. And a very warm welcome, madam. And the students who are on the other side of the television, if you have any kind of queries, doubts and questions related to today's topics, feel free to call. The number is being displayed on the television screen. Now, madam, it has often been observed that students are of opinion that mathematics is a very difficult subject to deal with, and a sense of anxiety is there among the students when they face mathematical problem. I would rather say, madam, and I think you will agree with me, that once you accept the challenge of solving a mathematical problem and you succeed in doing so, it gives you a sense of satisfaction, joy and happiness that can well be compared with winning of an Oscar. Am I not right, ma'am?
Very well said, I must say. That is the joy of mathematics. Actually, it is a very easy subject. The only little thing that we need is to go on drilling. If your concepts are clear, it's right from the beginning. If you pay attention, you do all your drilling of the sums, revise and keep your formulas in place and see that you remember the different methods that you are teaching, then I think mathematics is easy, because you don't have too much of memory work. It's more of working on it, and the joy of getting a sum correct is really excellent. And I think
it's
if
like
you
an
start,
adventure.
yes, it is. And if you start really working right from the beginning, you will find that it is really simple, because mathematics, solving a sum, I would say there is not only one method of doing the sum, there are many ways. So, the teachers will check, or anyone checking, it is only seeing whether logically the steps are correct. So, what one teacher has taught or another teacher or one friend has showed you does not matter. You can approach in any way you want to do your mathematics. So, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to do by this method. So, I think mathematics is an enjoyable subject, and that is a subject which you can do at any time of the day.
Very true, ma'am. And I can see you have already written today's topic, that is linear
Yes.
equation in one variable. Can we
Right.
proceed, ma'am?
We are going to do today, our topic is linear inequation in one variable. Now, one variable, you have done equation in one variable. So, today we are doing inequation. Before we go on to the topic, what I want to say, you have done linear inequality, or we can say inequality, in your lower classes also. Like when you were in a very small class, junior classes, you learned the numbers. Like if I say 20 is greater than say 52. So, these are things which you have done, or 15 is less than 5. This is also inequality. That means greater, smaller. So, you have learned this. Now, next we say in geometry, we have a topic in class 9. Those who are in 10 must have learnt it, that is inequality in geometry, triangles. Those who are in 9 will be doing it. So, we have in arithmetic, we have in geometry. What we are doing today is inequality in algebra. So, before we go on, let us see what is this inequality. The slide, we are taking a balance. Now, you can see a balance there, you know what a measuring balance is. So, you can see there we have weights on the two pans. In one pan, that is in pan A, we can see there is a basket of carrots and 1 kg weight, and in the other we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1 kg weight. But what do we see the pointer in the span? We find that it is fully in the middle. What does it show? There is equal weight on both the sides. If it is equal weight on both the sides, that means it is an equal to the two weights of basket of carrots plus the 1 plus 1, that is the two ways that we have got, equal to, what have we got in the other side? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, so we have the basket of carrots plus 2 kg weight, that means there is some weight of the basket, is equal to 6. So, they are balanced. Now, let us see the next slide.
Can we come to the next slide, please? Please carry on.
Yes, next slide. Now, what do we see here? We see there is the basket, yes, there are the carrots, basket of carrots, there is a 1 kg, you are right, 1 kg. But what do we see on the right hand side? Right hand side we can see there are basket of carrots plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, we have got the basket of carrots plus 2 is equal to 4 kg weight. So, that means now, but the balance, there is a difference in the balance. What is the difference? We find that the pan which carries the basket of carrots is lower down and the other one has gone higher up. That means, they are not equal. So, the two of these are not equal. So, what do we say here? There is something different, we say less than.
And here comes, ma'am, the basic question, the difference between equation and inequation.
So, we are coming to that soon. With this only I will explain. So, here I wrote equal to, so this is not equal to, why? Because we have seen in the pan there is they are not in the same balance, that means the pointer showed that they are different. So, basket of carrots plus 2 is less than
4,
rather sorry, not less than, I think the pan was the right hand side was, so this is
greater than,
right, because this was, we found that the can, when we had the pan here, this was when it was equal to, and when we had this, we had it like this. So, that means it is bent this side. So, therefore, this is lesser than this. So, therefore, we say this is greater than this. So, therefore, we get, now suppose I take the basket of carrots, that is now let us take the basket of carrots as equal to x kg, right? And what did we have there? Plus 2. And what was it equal to? 6. In the second case, we found that x plus 2 was there, but it was not less than, but it was greater than, not 6, we had greater than 4. We had a weight of 4.
Right.
Now, what did we have here? That means, this is equal to, look at the symbol, this is greater than. So, they cannot be both the same. So, this is called, what sir was asking, this is an equation and this is an inequation.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, before you proceed, I beg your pardon, ma'am, there is a student named Orghojit and he has some questions.
Sure.
So, may I take the phone call?
Sure.
Yes, Orghojit, please carry on.
Yes, ma'am. My question is, the difference between equation and linear equation, if you explain once more, it is clear to me.
Yes, dear, I will be discussing a lot about equation and inequation. I am coming to it. We have just shown with a diagram and we will come to equation. I will always refer to the equation. Why? Because you will have done already equation. From class 6 you are doing equation, or rather in class 5 also little bit, mainly in class 6 you have done equation. So, the relationship I am bringing with it. So, in this just carry on watching. Now, here what do we have? Is it okay?
Yeah.
So, here we have x plus 2 equals to 6. So, we are equating them. So, this is an equation and here x plus 2, the two balance, they were not equal, and this was more than this. So, we wrote greater than 4. This is an inequation. Now, let us see what happens. Let us go on to this. X plus 2 equals to 6. Now, when is this true? The only thing, you can find out the missing number, you can solve it out. If x I put equal to 4, what do I get? 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So, from this what do you get? That the basket of carrots is of weight 4 kg.
Right.
So, we have got with the equation, we found that it is true. That means, it is true for only one value. Now, let us see this, x plus 2 greater than 4. Now, suppose I take x equals to 1. Suppose my weight of x is 1. So, 1 plus 2, is that greater than 4?
No.
1 plus 2 is equal to 3, and it is not greater than 4. So, x cannot be 1 kg. Now, let us see if I put x equals to 3. Now, what do we have? 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Is 5 greater than 4? Yes, it is true. So, x can take the value, the basket of carrot might be 3 kg also. So, because it is satisfied. If I take x equals to say 4, 4 plus 2, that is equal to 6. So, is 6 greater than 4?
Yes.
Yes, 6 is greater than 4. Now, what do we see actually here? In equation, we found that this equal to sign is valid for only one value of x. But here we find that this is true for more than one value. So, therefore, we see that equation is true for only one value, but inequation is true for more than one value. It may be one value, it may be more than one value also. Now, let us go to our properties. I hope all is this much is clear of the concept of your equation and inequation. Now, we are going to deal with properties of inequality, that is what is not equal. Now, we are going to do properties of inequality. So, what do we get here? We find that suppose I take a number, we have a general proof. The next slide. We are going on to say I am taking a number 9 greater than 6. This is true, right?
Okay.
Now, if I add 3 to both the sides of the inequation, what do I get? 9 plus 3. Here I am also adding 6 plus 3. What is my answer here? 12. What is my answer here? 9. Is 12 greater than 9? True.
Yes.
So, 12 is greater than 9. So, we started with 9 greater than 6, but by just adding 3, it has not changed the inequality sign, it still remains the same. Let us see subtraction. If 9, again 9 greater than 6, I am subtracting 9 minus 3 and here 6 minus 3. What is 9 minus 3? That is 6. What is 6 minus 3?
3.
3. So, is 6 greater than 3?
Yes.
Yes. So, 6 is still greater than 3. So, therefore, again the equality remains the same by subtracting a number. So, we can say by adding or subtracting any number to a inequality, it does not change the inequality. It still remains greater than. Now, let us see. So, I hope it is clear. We can add or subtract any number on any side of both the side of the inequality.
Both LHS and RHS.
Yes. Discomfort with this. Now, let us see with multiplication first, multiplication and division, let us say, multiplication and division.
Addition and subtraction have already been done.
Yes,
and now
division.
multiplication
And division.
Right, ma'am.
Now, let us think of this number, that is 9 greater than 6. I am doing by division first.
Okay.
9 divided by 3 and 6 divided by 3. What is this? This
Ma'am,
is,
divided by 3.
yes, 6 divided by 3. Now, 9 divided by 3, that is 3, 6 divided by 3, that is 2. So, is 3 greater than 2?
Yes.
So, still it with multiplication also there is no change.
No, ma'am,
The
division.
division also no change.
Right, ma'am.
Again I am doing multiplication also. 9 into 3, 6 into 3, 27, and this is 18. So, is 27 greater than 18? So,
Yes.
that is true. So, again it is true. That means, whether addition, subtraction or multiplication or division by a positive number, we find that the operation remains the same. For addition subtraction, we can use any number, positive or negative. Here I am taking only positive number. Now, suppose now this you have to watch very carefully, division. Now, again I am starting with 9 greater than 6. Now, I am dividing by both sides by minus 3. So, I am doing 9 divided by minus 3, 6 divided by minus 3. Now, what do we get? This becomes minus 3 and this becomes minus 2. Have a look. Now, before we go on to this, let us have a look at this. I will come to this later also. Now, you are familiar with, I hope you can see it. So, we have got a axis here. Now, this is a line, that is a real number line. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means, on the right hand side, the numbers are going on increasing, and on the left hand side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. That means, our positive numbers are on the right hand side and our negative numbers on the left hand side. Positive side, they go on increasing, negative side, they go on decreasing. That means, from this what can we say? That minus 3 is lesser than minus 2. So, here what are we having? Minus 3 is less than 2, minus 2. So, what is the change here? This was greater, now this has become less. So, when we divide by a negative number, the inequality changes. Now, let us go again. 9 greater than 6 multiplying by minus 3 and 6 also by minus 3. What do I see here? Minus 27 minus 18. Now, can you tell me? I can't show with my small ruler all the numbers. So, according to this, which is your greater number? So, here see minus 3 is greater than minus 4. So, if you see here, what about minus 18 and minus 27? So, minus 18 is greater than minus 27. So, we have a lesser sign here.
Once more, I need to interrupt you.
Yes.
Sorry, ma'am. Another student is there on the phone line. Let me take his question. Akshay Pratap Singh is there. Yes, Akshay, please go on.
Sir, I have a question that is it necessary to draw a number line?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, I think I have understood.
You have understood. Okay. Please, ma'am.
See, here we are just explaining the properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication of numbers, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication with positive numbers, negative numbers, what it comes, because these we are going to use them in equation. Unless these concepts are clear, you won't be able to solve them out. Here we don't represent the number line. We have seen that many students make a mistake of understanding which side are the positive numbers and which side are the negative numbers. So, what they do is they mark here all the positive and here all the negative, and they cannot understand which is bigger and which is smaller. So, you must understand that the numbers in case of negative number, this number 27 in a positive number would have been greater than this number in a positive number. So, 27 would have been greater than 18, but we find according to this, that is why I am showing, you do not have to draw the number line. This is to show how it is placed on the number line, which side is the greater number, which side is the smaller number. So, from here you can conclude that minus 27 is less than minus 18, right. I hope you have understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So, we have done all the properties which we are going to use in our inequation.
May I take another phone call, ma'am?
Yes, sure.
If you have permission.
Sure.
Joymallo Rana is there on the phone line. Yes, Joymallo.
I want to ask, hello ma'am.
Yes.
I want to ask that in linear equation.
Yes, what question?
Please place your
Hello?
question, please.
I'm asking that in the linear equation can you use or implies that?
I don't
Linear
un-
equation, can we use or implies that such kind of question is there?
implies, that means when you are solving it. See, when I am solving it, I will be showing all the method of how to solve inequation. So, do not worry about that, we will come. You see the whole thing and you will find out that all your doubts will be cleared. Is that clear?
I want to make an announcement, ma'am, for the students, whoever is calling and placing your questions here, please make sure your television set is on mute mode. Until you put your television set on mute mode, your question will not be audible to ma'am and your question will remain unanswered. Please take care of this. Please carry on, ma'am.
Now, let us go on to this. Suppose we say 3 times a number is equal to 15. So, 3x is equal to 15. That is what we interpret. 3 times a number is equal to 15. So, therefore, we say this is our equation. Just now I have explained. It is a 2 expressions with a equal to sign. So, again we are saying what is an equation? Equation is a mathematical statement where 2 algebraic expressions are connected by an equal to sign. So, 3x equal to 15. Now, this is true for what? 3 into 5, that is equal to 15. So, therefore, the value of x here is 5. Can any other number satisfy this? No. There is only one value which can satisfy that 3 times a number is equal to 15. Now, if I say 3 times a number is greater than 15. So, we can use 3x greater than 15. I can take example 3x less than 15, or we can say 3x greater equal to 15. All these are inequality signs. So, we have got our inequation. So, 3x is greater than 15. Now, if I divide by, we have learned the properties just now, dividing by 3, it does not change the inequality sign. So, dividing by 3 on both the sides, what do we get? X is greater than 5.
5.
Same thing here, x is less than 5. Same way dividing, we get this. It's all the same. So, here greater than 5. So, now x greater than 5, there are so many numbers possible. There is no one single solution. So, this is what we are getting, that in equation we are getting only one solution, in inequality or inequation we are getting more than one or one solution. So, therefore, we are going on for solving equation. Now, we will go on to a word problem.
Now, ma'am, your
want the slide.
inequality and inequation, their application in mathematics, you are making us understand. Now,
Okay.
Students do also have question, why do we observe inequality in our daily life also?
Right, right,
Will
very
you come
good
to that,
question.
ma'am?
So, where do we look in inequality in our daily life? Now, suppose if I say, if in India a person is eligible for voting only if his age or his or her age is more than 18 or equal to 18. So, see, this is fully an inequation. What are we saying? X is the age, and what is the condition given for you to be able to vote? Your age has to be
18
greater or equal to. If you are 18, you are eligible to voting, or if you are more than 18 also, you are. So, if a person goes to vote, what is to be checked? The age. Age is what? X. So, we are checking X. If a person comes and says my age is 17, eligible? No, because it does not satisfy the inequality here. So, if a person comes and say I am 25, yes, eligible. So, this is also an inequation. We see it all around us. Say the speed limit of a two-wheeler in Kolkata is 40 kilometers per hour. So, speed limit, read the word, is 40 kilometers. So, that means the speed has to be, x should be what? Less equal to 40. Maximum you can put your speed as 40 kilometers per hour. So, you have to keep in mind that the limit is maximum 40, you have to be within a range 40 or below 40. Again an inequation. So, you can see all around you inequation. It is not that just a sum on the board or on your copy.
Okay, ma'am, we have another student, Ananya Kanojia, on the phone line, and
Yes.
she has some questions. Yes, Ananya.
Hello.
Yes, please go on.
Do we have to draw number line in each and every question?
I will directly ask ma'am to, if you answer the question of Ananya Kanojia, who had questions, raised a question regarding number line, ma'am.
Okay. Ananya, your question was whether we have to draw number line on for all sums in inequation. You will draw only when it is asked for, right? So, you read the question carefully. If they ask to draw the number line, that means represent the solution on the number line, then we will draw the number line and we will come back to the number line. Okay. Now, we are going on to a word problem.
Yes. Can we have the word problem on the slide, please? Yes. Here is the word problem, ma'am.
Yes.
Amit scored 3 more goals than Sanjay
So,
in a football
the
match.
problem says Amit scores 3 more goals
Than Sanjay
than Sanjay
in a football match.
at a football match.
Together they scored
Football match, and together
They
they
scored
score
less than 9 goals.
Score less than
9 goals.
9 goals. Let us go on to this sum. Read your, always when a problem is given, first read it carefully. Now here I will decide, I will do a little different. Amit scores 3 more goals than Sanjay and at a football match, and together they score less than 9 goals. So therefore we have less than 9 goals, and we have to find what is Sanjay's score.
Yes.
You can see the problem written there. Now let us take first, suppose Sanjay scores is x, because why am I taking it x? Because it is a variable, we do not know what the score is. So what is Amit's score? Amit's score will be 3 more, so x plus 3. Now according to the condition, I am going to this condition afterwards. First I say, suppose that total score was 9, the total of both their scores were 9. Then what would I have written? X plus 3 is
Equals
equal to 9. Now why am I taking equation when they haven't said? Always refer to what is your previous knowledge. You have done equation, so we are going on to the previous knowledge and we are referring to equation, because in equation is based on equation only. The only difference is it's not a equal to, it's a inequality, and so we get more than one solution. Now here let us see, what do I get? 2x plus 3 equals to 9, 2x is equal to 9 minus 3, 2x equals to 6. So x is equal to 6 upon 2, so x is 3. So there I have got what? Sanjay's score. So according to my condition that their total score is 9, Sanjay would have scored how many values? So that means Sanjay's scores would have been 3. Now let us see, suppose according to the problem is what? X plus 3, they have said together they score less than 9 goals. So I write it less than 9 goals. So we get 2x plus 3 less than 9. Now 2x, we are actually doing the same operation. What? We subtract, isn't it? I am doing it here, always minus 3 less than 9 minus 3. The inequation does not change if I subtract a number on both sides of the inequality. So 2x is less than 6. Now what do I get? Divide by 2 on both the sides. So 2x divided by, so 2 is a positive number, again it does not change. So x is less than 3. So now what have I got? Sanjay's scores are less than 3. Now what are the numbers that Sanjay's score could be? One is 0, one is 1, one is 2. All these numbers are less than 3. So Sanjay may have scored 0 goals or 1 goal or 2 goals. So there are 3 possibilities we have got for this condition that is given. Now someone may ask, less than 3 we have got minus 1, minus 2, why not those? But can we get negative score of in a football match? The goals cannot be negative. So therefore we can have only possible outcomes are 0, 1 and 2. So again we have solved the inequation here. Now we will actually go on to solving linear inequation.
Ma'am, you have very vividly described the equation and inequation, and there are also questions. Among the questions, one question is that what is the difference in the solution of an equation and an inequation?
Yes, you will see that I have discussed this question. It is a good question. Many a time I am going on referring, when we are solving an equation, we find the major thing we find that an equation that has with one variable there is only one solution, one unique solution. You cannot have more than one solution. Here we may have one or more than one solution. So solving out we have seen. So, this is a major difference between equation and inequation, but the method of solving is same, right. We do the same operations and we carry on. So, now we are going to actually go on to solving inequations.
Ma'am, may I take another phone call?
Yes, sure.
Shopnodeep is there with his phone with his question on the phone call. Yes, Shopnodeep, what do you have to ask?
Ma'am, I have a question that
Yes.
in section 2, if we attempt 5 out of 7 questions, will the first 4 questions be taken into account when marks will be given, or the best 4 questions which I have answered will be taken into account?
Child, this is not a part of the topic we are doing, but even then I will tell you the best thing to do is to answer what the options are given. So, there are 4 questions to be done from the section B, that means your choice section. It is better you stick to that and give time to recheck, otherwise there are chances of going wrong with your what work you have already done, to hurry up and do an extra sum. So, I think you stick to your number of choices that you are given in the question. I hope that is clear.
So, do not be in a haste, always cool, calm and composed while solving a mathematical problem. So, now ma'am,
We need
you are
going
proceeding
on to
toward.
solve the inequation.
Okay.
3x plus 5.
Yes, the next solve, can we have the slide? Solve 3x plus 5 greater than equals to 5x minus 3. Can we have the slide please on the screen, television screen? 3x plus 5 greater than equals to 5x minus 3. Represent the solution on the number line if.
Yes. Read the question carefully.
Yes ma'am, 3x plus 5 greater than equals to 5x minus
That is
3.
okay. I have written the question down.
Right.
It is not there on the slide. I hope you can see here.
Here it is,
3x
ma'am.
plus 5 is greater equal to 5x minus 3. I put it there in the slide, but I am explaining the whole thing. This is the first part of your solving the inequation. Now, greater equal to, now we are going to follow the steps, the properties we have done. So, 3x plus 5, 3x plus 5, I want to first get rid of my minus 5 I am doing here, same thing I am doing on the other side. Once you are familiar with their working, you can avoid this step and do that mentally. So, minus 5. So, I could
And you
have
have
written
already said that addition and subtraction do not change the property of inequality.
Yes, right, very good. So, then inequality does not change. So, we have subtracted. So, mentally after you are used to and you have got the properties clear, you can do straightforward. That means, this you are mentally thinking that this has become minus the moment you are putting minus. So, now we get 3x is greater equal to 5x minus 8. Now, I have got a x term here, I have got a x term here, I have to solve for x. So, now what will I do? 3x, same thing, 5x minus 5x minus 8. That means, I am subtracting minus 5x, that is I am subtracting 5x from both the sides. So, again here also minus 5x. So, we get here minus 2x is greater equal to minus 8. So, we have added, we have subtracted here, we have subtracted here. Now, I have come to a minus 2x. So, minus 2x greater equal to, I have to find x. So, I should not have any coefficient here. What do I do? Divide by minus. Now, do not forget what we discussed, minus 2. When we are dividing by minus 2, minus 8 divided by minus 2. I hope you remember, dividing by a minus negative number, the inequality changes. So, we get here not greater equal to, less equal to. So, you can write x is less equal to minus 4. This is a very important point to remember. Many students go wrong in this particular one. They go on like equation, when if this was an equation, say minus 2x is equal to minus 8. Here it does not matter, x would be, you could have written it upon minus 2. So, we could have written it as minus 2. So, therefore, what this is the difference in the equation and inequation solving, that is dividing by minus 2, the inequality changes, minus and minus here it becomes plus, and minus 2 and minus 2 cancels and we get x. X is less equal to 4. Now, we have to find out the solution. Now, I am going to do the solving. Before that, I want to discuss a bit about your number system, because I have to find the solution. What will be the solution? Let us go on to the number system. The slide, please.
Yes. We will come to the slide shortly. Please, you request, ma'am. Please
Now,
proceed.
for a
Here is
number
the slide,
system, yes, you can see in the slide also for the number system, we have, what are the different number system? We have the natural numbers, N stands for the natural numbers, then we have W, the whole numbers, then we have the integer Z or I, any one of the symbols we may use, then we have rational numbers, you can say rational, which can be expressed as a fraction, rational numbers, both positive and negative, and irrational numbers. Now, this is your 1, 2, 3 and so on, all with a set of elements which are 1. This is what 0, 1, make clear about these number system. You have been doing number system in lower classes also, but you all when come to solving an equation, many go wrong with the number system. So, integers are, you can have 0, 1, 2, 3 and carries on. Here we can have minus 1, minus 2 and so on, carries on. Now, rational numbers are what? We cannot list so many rational numbers.
Before going to
Any-
rational number, may I take another phone call, madam?
Yes, yes. Sure.
Nishant Singh is there on the phone line. Yes, Nishant.
Hello.
Yes, Nishant.
Yes.
What's your question?
Yes. Actually, I had a question. Suppose we have a equation like this. Okay, this equation 2x minus 3
Yes.
greater than equal to x plus 1 minus x divided by 3 greater than equal to 2x by 5. Sir, but like we can split the equations and do the equation, or we can do it separately. So, which is better to do it, or how will we do it, sir?
Yes.
We are coming to it, we will come to those type of sums also with the 2 inequality. So, we go
Okay.
stepwise, everything is stepwise, right. So, first type is this, where we have one inequality sign, and if you have the other with the 2 inequality, I will come in the next example. We will just finish discussing this and then we are going on to the next one.
Please, ma'am.
So, irrational numbers, rational numbers, any number which can be expressed as p by q, and q are integers and q not equal to 0, and numbers like root 2 which cannot be expressed as a fraction, etc., they are irrational number. This as a whole is a set of real numbers. All these number system together form the set of real numbers. So, I hope this is clear. So, let us go on to representing on the number line. Now, we are taking different cases. Number 1, suppose I said x belongs to, these are called replacement set. You can just have a set of elements as the replacement set, or you can have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. That means, from where I will be getting my solution. If I write x less equal to 4, I do not know what to write, because it is not clear what the numbers are. So, x belongs to n. Now, let us draw the number line. So, again that number line I had shown. So, we have a straight line. I said natural number. The first thing what you have to do is part 1, my solution is what? 1, natural numbers less equal to 4. I can't go to negative numbers or 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is my solution. First you have to write down the solution and then represent. So, now you draw, because my question said represent on the number line. So, first 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Now, we have got 1, so put circle, 2, 3 and 4. These are my solution. So, that is your complete. Now, what are the things I have to make sure? There are 2 arrows on this side showing that it is an infinite line. Next, we are marking the points by dots, it is a natural number, and next is we are going to have an extra element on each side, at least one, you can have more than one. So, 5, I have got a 0, so that means there are more numbers which are not part of the solution. So, this also you have to remember. So, this is my solution for the first one. Part 2, if I say x belongs to whole numbers, then what is my solution? One more extra number comes, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, therefore, we get here part 2. So, again our number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, say minus 2. I have got 2 arrows, I have got the number line, I have marked the points, with your ruler you draw, and then I have got one more extra number here. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, solution done. So, solving, writing the solution set and representing on the number line. So, this is what you have to remember, part 3. Now, this was part 3. First, let us write here x belonging to integers, say z or I, anything. So, what is my solution? See, I have got here 4, I have got 3, I have got 2, I have got 1, I have got 0, but because it is integer we have negative numbers also. So, next negative number minus 1, minus 2 and so on. It cannot stop, because there are a lot of negative numbers which are less equal to infinite number of numbers, we can say, it just carries on. So, again my number line. So, again I have got minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, starts from 4, goes on, because 4 is the next, 0, minus 1, it can carry on and on. So, how do I understand that my solution is more numbers are there? You darken this arrow as much as you can darken it. So, this shows my solution goes, the arrow, small arrow shows of the number line being an infinite line. This shows that the solution goes up to infinity, number of solution. And part 4, next one let us do, part 4, x belonging to real numbers. Now, when you were earlier classes, you learnt about representation of sets. There are 2 ways you can represent set. One is the roster or tabular form, the other is the set builder form, right. Now, real numbers, if you think of this, if I take this again, between 0 and 1 or say 1 and 2, there are as small as you can think all possible numbers, fractions, decimals, whatever you can think of, all are there. How can you list all those elements? It is not possible to list all the elements. So, what do? We have to write it in the, this is a common error which is made, listing elements of real numbers. You cannot list elements of real numbers, please remember that. So, therefore, we get here x. So, we write it in a mathematical statement, x less equal to 4, x belonging to R. See, all the in one sum I am actually showing all the different ways we can.
So-
We can ask for, when you are given a sum, they will ask you either natural numbers or whole numbers or integers and or real numbers.
So ma'am, what are the most important points that we need to remember in this topic?
I am coming to it after I finish the sum and
Okay.
then I will come back to it. So,
Actually,
part
we are running short of time.
okay, okay. So, we have got here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, started and we have got the minus 1, minus 2. So, because real numbers including 4, if it was not included 4, then I would have put a curved line. So, here it was less equal to 4. So, from here you draw a line and you put an arrow, shade it, showing that all numbers between any number 1, 2 or 2, 3 are there. So, different ways we can do, this is one of the way we can do. We can even shade it on the line itself
Okay.
and show it. So, different ways we can do it. So,
So now ma'am, the important points,
yeah.
can you please quickly wrap up, because we are almost on the verge of conclusion.
We have 10 minutes.
Very little time left, please ma'am.
So,
The important points, and then we will have our assignment.
yeah, there is one thing which I need to show, just the next slide please. There is one more sum there, I will just explain the sum. One more sum.
Yes ma'am, solve minus 12.
Yeah, just look at this
Lesser
sum, there was a
equal-
question which someone had asked. See this sum, this has a 2 inequality, quickly I am doing it, we are
Very
short of
quickly,
time.
ma'am.
Less equal to 3 minus 4x less equal to 11. It's very important, very important point that when you solve an inequation with 2 inequality, never try to do it in the same step. Separate them out, minus 12 less equal to 3 minus 4x. Take one of them, 3 minus 4x less equal to 11. So, same as we solved the previous sum, that same way we can solve it. So, here you solve it out, here we solve it out. After solving, what do we get? 4x less equal to 15, x is less equal to 15 by 4, and this one we will get minus 4x is less equal to 11 minus 3. So, minus 4x
Equals to
8. So, x again dividing by minus 4 less equal to greater equal to, inequality changes.
Yes ma'am.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Now, the combined solution, I am saying x belongs to
Okay.
real numbers. So, solution is,
Now ma'am, we
Yeah,
need to wrap
just
up
a
very
moment.
quickly.
solution is x such that x is greater equal to minus 2 and less equal to 15 by 4, x belonging to R. This is how you will write the solution set.
Okay. Now ma'am, please assignment. Can you give students assignment?
Yes, it's
So now,
slide.
okay,
We
the
have got-
assignment is will very quickly come. Yes ma'am.
So, we have got here 3 sums which is your assignment, and you are going to work out in the same way. Remember, these are all in equation with 2 of them, 2 inequality. Remember to work them out in this same way. Don't try it together, and you have seen already how to represent on real numbers, whole numbers, integers separately I have shown. So, follow that method, and also the solution is given also, so that you may check up your answer. The representation on number line is not given, you have to work that out.
Okay.
So, please work that out and do those sums, and do more sums from your books. If you do not have your books, I am sure your teachers are giving you sums also.
Okay. This is a puzzle that is being displayed on the television screen.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
since we have done inequality, I thought you might be interested in solving a puzzle. So, I hope you can see it. There are 4 squares, 4 by 4 squares, right. So, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares here, and we have got also row wise 4 row So we are 4 by 4. And now you can see some numbers and those inequality signs. So it's based on inequality. So the points you have to remember is you have to find out the unknown numbers. Two numbers are given, 2 and 2, and you can use only numbers in a row or a column. There must be no repetition of numbers, and the numbers you are using are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now there is a greater sign, less sign, so use those conditions and try to solve it out. Later we will try to give you the solution to the puzzle. I
Okay.
hope you are successful in it, and please remember that few things that I have said. One is, when you are solving an equation, bring all your x terms on one side, keep your constants on the other, solve them out. If there are two in equation, solve them out separately, write down the solution set and then represent on the number line if it is asked for.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am,
Thank
for
you.
vividly explaining our today's topic, linear inequation. Thank you very much, ma'am. তাহলে আজকের আলোচনা এখানেই শেষ করছি, এবং আগামীকাল তোমরা জানো সোমবার থেকে শনিবার বাংলা শিক্ষা ক্লাসরুমে দুটো পর্যায়ে আলোচনা হয়, সকাল 10টা এবং বিকেল 3টে। সকাল 10টায় আগামীকালকে আলোচনার বিষয় ভৌতবিজ্ঞান এবং পদার্থবিদ্যা। নবম শ্রেণীর ভৌতবিজ্ঞান অ্যাটমিক স্ট্রাকচার এবং দ্বাদশ শ্রেণীর বিষয় পদার্থবিদ্যা রিফ্লেকশন অ্যান্ড রিফ্র্যাকশন অফ লাইট অন কার্ভড সারফেসেস, এই নিয়ে আলোচনা করবেন শিক্ষকরা। আর এরপর দুপুর 3টেই দ্বিতীয় দফার যে আলোচনা, সেখানে বিষয় ইংরেজি এবং কমার্সের কস্টিংস অ্যান্ড ট্যাক্সেশন। দশম শ্রেণীর ইংরেজিতে মাই ওন ট্রু ফ্যামিলি এবং দ্বাদশ শ্রেণীর কমার্সে কস্টিং অ্যান্ড ট্যাক্সেশনে বিষয় থাকবে কস্ট অফ লেবার্স অ্যান্ড কম্পালশন অফ ইনকাম ফ্রম লেট আউট অ্যান্ড সেলফ অকুপাইড হাউস প্রপার্টি নিয়ে আলোচনা করবেন শিক্ষকরা। এবং অবশ্যই তোমরা জানো যে কোন সময়ের মধ্যে তোমাদের প্রশ্ন পাঠাতে হয়। দুপুর 3টের জন্য আজ সন্ধ্যে 6টার মধ্যে তোমাকে পাঠাতে হবে, এবং অবশ্যই পাঠানোর সময় তোমাদের নাম, স্কুলের নাম, জেলার নাম লিখতে ভুলবে না। তোমরা জানো হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার, যে নাম্বারে তোমাদের প্রশ্ন পাঠাতে হয়, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার তোমাদের জন্য আরেকবার জানিয়ে রাখি 9748217201, এবং তোমরা ইমেলও করতে পারো bsclassroom2020@gmail.com। তাহলে আপাতত এই পর্যন্তই। সব খবরের জন্য আপনাদের চোখ থাকুক শুধুমাত্র এবিপি আনন্দে।